Hello everybody and welcome to Week in Technology. My name is Karamjit and with me is slightly paler looking Aisha Mustafa today. A bit under the weather, right Aisha?
Yeah, it's seasonal flu.
Okay, seasonal flu, okay, but she's soldiering on. So we'll get right to it then. We've got a couple of things to talk about this week. I was in Lima yesterday. Just to remind you guys, the show is taped on a Thursday. So I was in Lima yesterday for a quick, one-day stopover. I came back the same day. And so I'll talk a little bit about a technology company I visited there. But before that, let's go with this piece of news. I'm sure some of you who follow the content industry will be aware that some of the creators of Ali and Upin, or Gang the movie, have come out and formed their own company. And the company is called Monster, which is, I'm told, is a combination of the words, or there's a play of the words on animation and monster. So their first product is called we referred to it the last time too when we spoke about the movie. Let me get the character's name right. It's called something on the environment. Bo Boy right? Mm-hmm. Okay, if I'm pronouncing it right, I may be wrong in how I pronounce it, but so they're coming up. It's going to be a TV series first, comprising of 26 episodes of 11 minutes each. And then subsequently watch out for the movie hitting the nearest screen next to you. So I was just going through the article before and I was sharing with Aisha that there's a little bit of a comment here that Nizam made, who's managing director Nizam Razak, who said that they're not competing with Upin and Ipin, and actually they're looking for a broader commercialization opportunities from their new product. And he mentioned an example of the character in the movie, one of them who likes to brush his teeth. So therefore, toothpaste
the little boy likes to brush his teeth. Yeah,
little boy and toothpaste. So there's an opportunity for toothpaste companies to advertise in there. And I was just wondering if that's a bit takes away from the pure creativity process of a creator. Because you're at a very early stage already. You're thinking of how to tap into commercialization of the product and whether you would add that trait in there or not because you think you could potentially get a sponsor. Mm-hmm. But you felt a bit different, Aisha, right? Or what do you think of that? If somebody consciously tries to create a character with this commercialization, opportunities in there, do you think it takes away from the purity of the process of creating content for the sheer sake of being an inventor?
I think it really depends. Like if you see Popeye, Popeye likes to eat spinach, and I think that stems from the fact that children don't like eat vegetable. So they create, it's sort of like a hidden, subtext message. And the same with kids also. Kids don't like to brush their teeth. Yeah, at least I did when I was young. So, it's probably, I don't know whether maybe he just, I think it's just, I think probably the creative process came first, just to sort of promote kids to brush their teeth. And then they thought that, hey, maybe, Colgate or, any other brands can come in and,
just some food for thought. And then, by the way, if the message of Popeye, having spinach was to encourage kids to have spinach, it was definitely, lost on me because that's one of my favorite cartoons along with Scooby-Doo, where I definitely didn't eat spinach until, I hit my late 30s even, when I found out about the qualities of spinach. But anyway, aside from that, we'll just move on to, let's go to you first, Aisha, right? Then we'll talk about Lima, my experience there with Sapura, a group of companies. But so you were at a biotech event on Tuesday, right?
University of Malaya. Okay. They had a 4.9 million plant biotech facility. So
on campus
yeah. So it's basically built to international standards. What it essentially is, it's like a international standard sort of greenhouse where, because GMO, genetically modified, in this case GMP, genetically modified plants, when you manipulate the genes and stuff, for you to cultivate and grow them, there has to be a certain type of conducive environment for it to grow. So this plant biotech facility has been built to international standards. So because if you're exporting GMO, then they would want to know in what environment was it, so it's sort of their investment because, and I think, the minister Maximus Jonathan Onkili, he was there to officiate the event, and he said that this facility will probably be considered for their the COE, Center of Excellence, because I think off late they've been talking about a centralized R&D, National Innovation Center. So he says that the model that they're looking at right now is having a National Innovation Center which is sort of centralized, and these centers would be linked to all the ICOEs around Malaysia. So any facilities that's already there, that is, you know, world class or built to international standards, you know, these would be the COEs that would be linked to it. So, and this would probably fall under the 10th Malaysia Plan. So I suppose it sort of fits nicely into the most these plans at least, yeah.
Okay, for the COE, this 4.5 million or 5 million is from the university itself?
Yeah, it's from the university itself.
Their
own operating expenditure. Yeah.
Are they hoping to monetize it? Obviously, then.
I asked them whether they're going to open it up to the private sectors or anything. Well, they say that currently all their researchers are just their own PhD students and master students, but there's one project that they're doing with Sime Darby, one of the researchers. So, you know, but they, in the long run, yeah, of course, they said they would like to open it and you know, to the private sector or even to other public sectors to come and use the facility.
Use it, you know,
yeah, I mean, it's just launched, so, you know.
Is it big? I mean, when you say 4.5 million,
it doesn't look big to me. It doesn't look big. Okay. I suppose if you build something that is of international standard, probably it would cost that much. I don't know. They've got, you know, they've got even design, you know, the cooling system, you know, air downs, those kind of things you have to consider.
Yeah, of course.